as you're reading that,
I already did it once. I want to double up though.
He gets dressed up for battle. They're doing their war paint, and it's part of a ritual that they're going through before they go into that. And I think the ritual is probably really important to the human psyche to help you set aside some of the fear and the other things, and maybe it might even help you with those ghosts a little bit. Remember, on one of the early podcasts, somebody asked if you had a ritual before you went on
the main line, which is your setup. If you're
running
doubles for whatever reason, there's a couple of different sets up to.
I'm going to change out all my batteries.
Setup or which
I'm going to get all
Master
the old battle maps out of my gear, and I'm going to put the new battle map and the new comp plan. Then I'm going to go check my radio, and then we have this ritual that develops. It's like reinforcing that we're all getting ready to go out on the battlefield. Because like one of the last things we do before we get in the vehicles or get in the helicopters is we get together and we do comm checks.
Be salty.
We're saying to each other, "Hey, I want to make sure that you know that I can talk to you, and then I know that you can talk to me, and when you need help, I'll hear you and I'll come," right? And that it's a different kind of ritual, but it's actually kind of the same. We present ourselves for inspection from each other, like, "Hey, check my gear out."
D&D.
And all of us, sometimes some platoons run it differently, where they'll have one guy check it out, but every platoon has a system where you present yourself and you do all this ritual to get ready to go into combat, and then you present yourself to your
from the Bluestone
teammate,
Masters of the
like, "Hey, check me out, make sure I'm squared away."
That don't believe in general labor only,
and then I'll check you out.
General labor only, generals doing labor.
We're kind of reaffirming all of our
so
bonds and getting ready to go.
This one pack for Mason's game. Do I need to set this up for 6?
Yeah, it's probably worth noting as a leader to
the whole
make
Tread
that
Docs
a little
150
bit more ritualistic.
and anyone's setup
what can
or
you
the
do
whole
to make
runs
it a
on
little
those
bit more
breaks.
ritualistic? And
then so we'll get into field theory, and the
this my
field theory
first
is
deployment to
here. I
Iraq,
just did it
where
quick
we
for
would,
honor
before
a couple other
get in the vehicles, it was
mathematicians.
roll call.
Is
like
how to solve a
we'd all
logarithm
stand
of
around
an
the board with the
exponent.
vehicles, magnet board with the vehicles on
By
it, and it was,
defining the logarithm,
Gardner,
the exponent should find
just going through
the sign
that roll call.
or the sim.
That we're all
Depending
here.
on which way
We all
you're
know what
looking at
vehicles
it,
we're
they'll
in.
find
This
it.
is who's going out tonight.
And the relative concepts, blockchain, management,
for some reason,
sociology, psychology,
in Ramadi, we didn't do
math,
quite that
QED,
ritualistic
PSTD,
roll call.
hypervigilance.
We had come up with a
and so to the
more
chalkboard,
decentralized system for everyone's good to go.
Bang,
Probably just the vehicles. 6 up, 5's up, 4's up, 3's up, 2's up, 1. Yep, we're good to go. We don't need to have everyone stand around. But
this little blink of light.
As you're talking through this, that nice little ritual was a good thing, and it gives you and I've talked about this before, the fact that in America we don't really have a solid ritualistic way to deal with death.
Well,
there's not a protocol to follow
SCP,
of
this is
what
the
you're
end
supposed
of
to do,
death.
and it can, I
SCP
think,
with the
leave a
cargo
lot
ship.
of open
There's
ends
also
and a
all
lot
the
of
O-death
loose strings,
and half-death.
because other cultures
when we define
hey,
what the limits
this day we're going to do this kind of celebration, we're going to say this prayer, we're going to go to this place, we're going to do this thing, and then it's over.
It doesn't make any sense, does it? Because dying is as natural as being born.
Yeah.
And why don't we?
Okay,
it's
so in
just
electricity,
like this weird gap
wire,
that we
less
have where
is
we
more,
haven't
more
set
is
up
less.
this a way for us to just cope with it.
Yeah.
It's
and even we have some rituals like in the SEAL teams, like we're gonna go to the funeral, we're gonna put the trident, we're gonna pound our tridents into the casket. Those are awesome things, but it's almost like the ritual
would be valuable.
Needs to have completion where you say, hey, once you put that trident in the casket and you bury that casket, now you've let that part of that warrior go, and now you can move forward. Whatever the saying should be, or whatever the ritual, because you don't really know that. No one said like, "Hey, man, once you do that, it's okay." You've given that warrior
usually I rock her back to 5 minutes to midnight about what this training
the most meaningful thing to you, which is your trident. You've given it to him.
Of the wave
you're
function.
You're going to bury him with your trident. You're going to be with him forever.
The environment
and now you go back to
greater
doing your
than
job.
This. And mathematically,
I
kind
of feel that way,
but it's basically
I felt some level of closure when I've done that.
Mandarin, right?
But
rice, your mother.
If it was a little bit more if it was a little bit more codified, it might be even more healthy for guys. So I think the idea of rituals are so helpful in everyday life. You know, if you've got some rituals to follow. I mean, people have all kinds of little rituals they follow in everyday life, right? I get up, I brush my teeth. You know, I do I put on, like, I wear the same clothes all the time to work out. You know what I mean? I have these little rituals. And
there was military people,
you've got these rituals. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And it makes things easier. And it allows your mind to sort of
you
follow
can't help it, because if that's in the run for Alpha Bunny or
that is already
the
known,
Wolf, or you're
and I
playing
think
the
that's
tortoise
really
and
healthy.
Hare,
And I think that would help
strength and
people a lot.
intelligence,
You're already doing it. Managing
I
tasks,
think it'd be awesome.
problem solving.